Hey cleaning family, it's Carolyn Arellano, your cleaning business mentor. And in today's YouTube video, we are going to talk about the different types of insurances that you can have for your cleaning business. So be sure to stick around for the entire video. Welcome back, YouTube family. Today's video is brought to you by Next Insurance. It still amazes me when people ask me if they should be operating with insurance within their cleaning business. The answer is yes. You should absolutely be insured when going into clients' homes or commercial properties. There is just so much room for error in this industry. You never want to put your business or yourself at risk. God forbid there is an accident and you are not covered by insurance. Now, first, I want to talk a little bit about Next Insurance as a whole, and then I'm going to talk about the insurances that cleaning companies typically have coverage for. So first and foremost, Next Insurance is 100% dedicated to small businesses, which I honestly love so much. Anytime I've ever had to give them a call, they have treated me with the utmost respect, like my business and myself mattered. Now, Next Insurance does work with a number of different professions. You can go ahead and check out their full website by using the link in the description of my video below to just see all of the different professions. But very quickly, I am going to list a few of them because I do know that I have viewers on this channel that don't particularly own a cleaning business, but they do own a business of sorts. So if you are an accountant, a carpenter, if you own a catering business, a daycare, if you're a dance instructor, a DJ, if you own an e-commerce business, if you're an electrician, engineer, general contractor, handyman, house cleaning and maid service, insurance agent, landscaping, personal trainer, pressure washing, real estate agent, restaurant, retail store, roofing, and more, then Next Insurance has the coverages that you need. Now, I do want to mention that when I was switching over from my last insurance company about a year and a half ago, I did go through Next Insurance's website to get a quote and actually purchase my insurance policy. Now, I had heard many good things about Next Insurance from a lot of my friends, some of my mentors. However, at that time, I already had the insurance. But when I had to make that switch, the entire process was super easy. It was literally under 15 minutes of my time. And by me going onto their website, answering a couple questions about myself and my business, I was generated an instant quote. So they let me know what my policy was going to be over a 12-month period. And then they let me know how much my monthly payments were going to be. Now, I don't know if you guys have had insurance policies in the past, but the last insurance policy that I had, they actually required me to put down a really large lump sum of money to go toward the policy for that year. Well, Next Insurance only asked me for the first month's and the last month's payment of the policy. So for me, it was like under $160 to get started. And that was because I paid for the first month and the last month. So they are going to ask you a bunch of questions about yourself and your business. They will then generate the instant quote for you based on the information that you input. So do not lie. And then they allowed me to make a payment. And within 5 minutes from that moment, I was emailed a copy of my insurance, which was awesome. So it's really, really fast. And I didn't have to talk to anybody. Another thing that I like from personally working with Next Insurance is that their platform is really easy to use and they have an amazing mobile app. So as a business owner, as a cleaning business owner, we get asked for copies of our insurance with added additional insureds, right? If you have a commercial cleaning account and they require you to have insurance, they're going to ask for a copy of your insurance with their name on the policy. Now, in the past, getting a new COI used to be a hassle. I'd have to call the insurance company. I'd have to wait 25 minutes. And sometimes I wouldn't get a copy till the next day. Well, Next Insurance makes it really, really easy with their dashboard for your laptops and your desktops. But even better is the application that they have for your phone. You can literally download it from the iOS store or the Apple store on your phone, and then you will have full access to your policy. And you also have access to adding new additional insureds to your policy and having that emailed over. So using their application has been really easy and helpful for me, and just a lot smoother than dealing with the last insurance business that I was working with that I am not going to name. If you guys are interested in learning more ways on how Next Insurance can partner with you to help you with your insurance needs, no matter what type of business you guys are in, please be sure to click the link in the description of this video so you can get your free online hassle-free quote. Now, Next Insurance offers 7 different types of insurance, and they are divided into different policies. So I'm just going to read off these 7, and then we'll talk about the insurances that cleaning businesses typically carry. Next Insurance carries general liability insurance, workman's compensation insurance, professional liability insurance, commercial auto insurance, tools and equipment insurance, commercial property insurance, and business owner's policy insurance. Now, you may have been familiar with a couple of those different insurance types if you are in the cleaning industry. Now, first and foremost, general liability is something that all cleaning businesses should be carrying. General liability, in a nutshell, is going to cover you should you accidentally damage your customer's property. So that can be you breaking a microwave, backing up a septic system, breaking a window because you were flipping it in too fast. It could be bleaching a cabinet because your cleaning technician was using the wrong sponge. You could accidentally knock a TV off of somebody's wall, and that could cost you an easy $3,500. So having general liability insurance is really important. As a cleaning business owner, we typically carry up to $1 million in liability insurance, unless your customers require more of you. But typically $1 million is about what we carry within the cleaning industry for homes and commercial. Workman's compensation is another form of insurance that some cleaning businesses do carry. If you have employees, workman's compensation is mandatory in almost every single state. This is going to help you cover with medical bills and lost wages if a workplace accident occurs. So let's say you have one of your employees that are up on a ladder cleaning a chandelier and they fall. Or let's say one of your cleaning technicians slips in a bathtub and breaks their arm coming down on a fall. This workman's compensation policy is going to help you cover their medical bills as well as their lost wages because they're not going to be able to come to work, right? So you want to make sure to have workman's compensation if it is required in your state. Do not play around with not carrying general liability or workman's compensation if you have employees. Another form of insurance that cleaning businesses typically carry is commercial auto insurance. With commercial auto insurance, you're covered for dents, tows, and damages to someone else's car or truck. And you can also add on HNOA coverage for extra protection on rentals and employee vehicles. But if you are driving your vehicles to the jobs, or if you are driving your employees around in your personal vehicle and you don't have commercial auto insurance, and God forbid you get into an accident, you're going to run into some issues, okay? Because if that employee or if your insurance company somehow finds out that you were driving to a job with regular personal auto insurance, you can definitely get into some trouble. So please be sure to figure out if that's something that you need to have coverage for. So we talked about general liability. We talked about workman's compensation, and we talked about commercial auto insurance. Another type of insurance that cleaning companies could carry are the tools and equipment insurance. When you add on the tools and the equipment upgrade to your general liability insurance, you are going to be covered for damaged or stolen tools and equipment, which I think is awesome. Meaning that, an old employee can come in, take your stuff, maybe it's a $10,000 carpet cleaning machine, you're going to be covered, right? And also, keep in mind that things do happen with our vehicles. Like I have talked to so many cleaning business owners whose vans have gotten broken into, right? So that would have been the commercial auto insurance that would have kicked in. And then they get their equipment stolen off the van, tools and equipment insurance, right? So you want to make sure to have the proper insurances that you need as your cleaning business grows. Now, another type of insurance that a commercial cleaning business could have is commercial property insurance. It's not just for buildings. It can protect almost all your gear, inventory, and equipment you need to do your business. So again, you guys, those are the typical types of insurances that cleaning businesses do carry. You don't necessarily, or you may not need all of them, right? You may just need general liability. Maybe you don't have any W-2 employees. Depending on where you're at in your business, you may need to have some additional insurance policies on top of the general liability. If you guys are not clear as to what it is that you need to be carrying, please feel free to give Next Insurance a call to see exactly what you need to be covered for in your state. Now, I have mentioned this in other videos previously, but I have had to use our insurance policy more than once in business. You really never know when an accident is going to happen. That's why they're called accidents. You could easily break something very expensive in somebody's home. You can easily ruin very expensive equipment in somebody's office, and you want to make sure you have the coverage, you guys. I'm going to give you one example of a time that my insurance really helped out. We had an employee at a commercial account of ours one time who left the storm door open during a flash flood. All of this rain came into the second floor. All of that water from the second floor dropped down to the first floor, which was over the entire computer area of a shipping department. Needless to say, most of that equipment was not salvageable. There were thousands of dollars in damage that had happened. Now, they did have proof that my technician opened and left that store dorm open. She forgot to close it. And we had to go through my insurance, right? We had proof that somebody on my team messed up their equipment, and thankfully we were able to go through our insurance. Didn't come out of my bank account. And on top of that, I got to keep the client. We still do business with them. So that's just one example of accidents happening. If you go back on all my videos, you can see that there are a number of different accidents that have happened in homes and in commercial spaces. But I would say that insuring your business is absolutely worth it, especially if you're just starting out. Don't think that you're too small to have general liability insurance. You are never too small to have general liability insurance. Typically, what I've seen in my area, general liability will run about $60 to $75 a month. And that is an investment into my company that I don't mind paying, because I want to make sure that if something were to happen, I'm covered. I never want to come out of pocket for thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for mistakes that are being made on my part and my employees. If you guys are interested in learning more ways on how Next Insurance can partner with you to help you with your insurance needs, no matter what type of business you guys are in, please be sure to click the link in the description of this video so you can get your free online hassle-free quote.